We are called the Local Rebel, and we are a group of feminist youth from Singapore, ranging from 15 to 20, and we are basically located everywhere in Singapore. We are here to preach about to educate people about social issues in Singapore, which is very difficult to find, especially like sources and references, according to mainstream media. So that's why we are here.
We find that many of our Singaporean youths, they're not as critical as newspapers will say that we are. I do believe that we are intelligent, but we are just not as critical enough of social issues, and we need to be able to do more. So we are hoping to inspire that sort of mental revolution. It's mainly teenagers, the young adults, but we are not opposed to educating the older ones. It's just that we believe that change comes from us and with us. They'll be able to relate to it more, and also because we're gonna be the future leaders, so we might as well start from here. Mm-hmm. We wanted it to be anonymous because we want TLR to be a concept. Yeah. We want it to be bigger than ourselves. We don't want our individual personalities or our reputations to affect and define TLR. Yeah. So it's meant to be something that can last as long as it can without being tainted by who fronts it.
There's a lot of discrimination that we face as an organisation on itself, and then obviously on our own personal Twitter accounts or in real life itself. So actually being in the Local Rebel itself is quite a dangerous thing for us.
Basically, we face a lot of challenges in terms of people, but we realize that sometimes when it comes to educating, no matter how logically and rationally we pose our arguments, some people just will not respond as the way we want them to. And it's not because they can't think or whatever, it's the issue of apathy, where they don't care, and that's kind of tragic.
The main magazine itself, we really want to make it a very
impactful
first issue. So currently we just very
focusing
on that.
Well, it's just an idea that we are tossing around, actually doing a workshop, kind of like Aware did, to educate people. But of course, before we do that, we have to establish ourselves in Singapore first, and then educate each one of us, the members, so that as an organisation, we have the same collective group of ideas. To get funding for our design, we need to do some merch for TLR, so that's in the works as well. Yeah, flea market. Yeah.
Our dream for it is to have an actual office space for TLR, so that we can become a more established magazine, because we really want to be able to produce content for Singaporeans to educate themselves and to be more connected to the world, in terms of social issues and just kind of other magazines have done, but it's a new take on it.
Best advice I can give is actually just to get angry, but also use that anger in a way that will be turned into something more positive and productive in the society, kind of how the Local Rebel itself started.
When you want to do something that is kind of never been done before, especially in Singapore, where it's a very conservative society, you need to just do it even if you are scared, because when people are just always scared, they want to make the first move, nothing will ever get done. So even if you are afraid to step out and make a move for change, you need to find people, like-minded people, and then you guys can all just do it together. You need to stick to that goal. Yeah.